Good day, I'm Lea Necitas Apostol, the supervisor of the WHO-accredited National Reference Laboratory for Polio and other Enteroviruses and the WHO Regional Hub for Environmental Surveillance in the Western Pacific region. Adding a year of contractual stint since 2002, I have been with RITM for over 2 decades and was assigned to the Polio project, which is considered the largest public health initiative of WHO. So my initial work with polio is more on public health, supporting the acute flaccid paralysis surveillance program of the Department of Health. Now, my research voyage started just 10 years ago. My research interest was driven primarily by the polio program itself, so I'm doing public health research. The Philippines was tagged by WHO as high risk for poliovirus importation in 2014 due to poor performance of the acute flaccid paralysis surveillance, poor sanitation, and low polio immunization coverage. To supplement the existing surveillance, I established the Environmental Surveillance Network in April 2017 in just 2 regions with just 3 sites. It was proven to be an effective tool for detecting silent poliovirus circulation 2 years after its establishment, and in fact, it paved the way for the detection of polio and the declaration of the polio outbreak in 2019. During the polio pandemic, I led the laboratory outbreak response in tracking the last child and the last reservoir of the virus in the environment. With this environmental surveillance component, I am proud of the successful response to the 2019 polio pandemic. Currently, the Environmental Surveillance Network covers all 17 regions of the country with more than 50 regular sites. Aside from monitoring polio and other enteroviruses, we have also researched SARS-CoV-2 particles. This research, utilizing the Environmental Surveillance Network, will serve as the basis for this feasibility or a proof of concept for establishing ES-COVID-19 surveillance in the Philippines. On a lighter note, anchored at the Global Polio Laboratory Network, the best part is being able to join in the discussion of the polio program, not just at the national or regional level, but at the global level. I get the opportunity to work with the think tanks of the polio eradication program through research collaborations focused on improving strategies and developing diagnostics for poliovirus testing. And this work has been implemented in all polio laboratories worldwide. My biggest challenge is building a strong polio program revolving around the 3 pillar objectives of the polio program: the AFP surveillance, the environmental surveillance, and the laboratory containment for poliovirus. You need a multi-sectoral approach or engagement, but I believe that collaboration and cooperation are the keys to addressing all challenges, whether in public health or in research. I believe in the saying, there is power in numbers. So in terms of public health work for polio from a programmatic perspective, there is one more surveillance that we need to set up here in the Philippines. This is surveillance for immunodeficiency-associated vaccine-derived polioviruses among persons with immunodeficiency disorders. When polio becomes an eradicated agent, I want to focus my research on enterovirus and other viral pathogens, tackling the epidemiologic triad: the agent, the host, and the environment. And as a researcher, aside from continuing applied research, I would like to venture into basic science research in the future. And the last but not the least, I want to witness polio as the second virus to be eradicated from the face of the earth. It is exhausting to be at the center of the scientific field to combat the second virus targeted for global eradication. There's an added pressure to do the most I can for public health and research. But my advice to aspiring researchers is to keep pushing and never give up. Overall, I would like to amend Aristotle's wise words: the roots of public health research are bitter, but the fruit is sweet.